And I am live for another daily dose of sales and marketing. And today, what I'm going to be talking to you about is old leads versus new leads. So there's a huge misconception out there about working old leads versus new leads. So my question to you, I want to know if you're watching this later or you're live with me right now, whatever one you're going to end up doing here. Do you think old leads are better to work than your new leads, or are new leads better to work than your old leads? So I want your feedback and your comments, and I want to know why you think that, like what data you have, what your experience is, and make this interactive because this is a multi-million-dollar conversation. Isaiah, that's pretty bold. Yeah. Here's the thing. Our mindset, first and foremost, of how we work our leads is the conversation we need to be having, and that's why this is what the conversation I'm having with you today is a multi-million-dollar conversation. I would say this to a little bit of a humble brag. There's not too many in the industry that has as much experience over the past 15 years of working with millions and millions of leads and studying the data behind working new leads versus old leads. So I got some really powerful information to go over with you today. You're not going to want to miss a bit of it while I'm live. I'm going to be about 5 to 10 minutes. So hang with me, watch the whole video, take notes, because this could be a game changer for your business. This could be a breakthrough for your business. So first and foremost, I want to talk to you about the danger of thinking that your new leads are better than old leads. Okay. And I'm going to use some statistics from a well-known company called ZBuyer. That they go onto Facebook and Google and other sources, and they use a combination of really powerful ads and artificial intelligence to identify potential home sellers and buyers. Then what they do is they have them enter into a capture page. Usually it's like a cash offer or something along those lines, cash offer campaign or find out what your home's worth type of campaign. And then they generate literally millions of leads over time. And so they've tracked this, that when you're generating a lead from Facebook, around 8% of the leads are going to be buying or selling within 3 months. And then you have the rest of them that fall somewhere between 90 and 120 days, which is a large majority of them. I believe it's like 30%. And then the balance of leads don't convert or are not ready to buy, not even let alone convert, not ready to buy or sell for 6 months or longer. So here we are with purchasing leads, and we have this mindset that our new leads are better than our old leads. But here's what happens. Here's what people do. They call the lead once, they call the lead twice, maybe, and then it just drops off. And then there's this mindset that this lead is junk. It's like, oh, it's old. Okay. And the best analogy that I could give you when it comes to changing your mindset when it comes to lead generation, lead conversion, and marketing to your database as a whole, the best mindset is to think about your database and leads that you're generating like a fine wine. Meaning, I was reading a statistic from Conversion Code, really well-known book, and it talked about this. It talked about how most leads are not even ready to consider having a conversation, meaningful conversation for buying or selling in the real estate space for 3 months. So there's a couple main things that I need you to take away, and then I have some ideas for you. Okay, the first takeaway needs to be is that instead of focusing your time, money, and attention on new leads, what you should do is make sure that you have new leads coming in, but balance your budget, your time, and your energy on nurturing and cultivating those leads. And if you have that switch in your mindset, what will happen will blow you away. Over the course of doing this for 1 year, you will find Your lead conversion will double, if not triple. Your commissions will double, if not triple. Your ROI on the money you're spending will double, if not triple. Your client experience is going to be better because you're going to be focused on quality, not just quantity. Everything will get better with this mindset shift. And then from there, it's just about putting the people, the processes, and the tools in place to make sure that you have great database marketing strategies, multi-channel marketing strategies, follow-up campaigns, whatever the hell you want to call them, and that you're hyper-focused on making that better. And you never compromise one thing. You get freaking obsessed with your prospecting, your follow-up, obsessed with it. That's where the money is, folks, right? And then you wrap other things around it, like your educational content, your social media posting, your educational videos, and you're surrounding your database with all this supportive content where you continue to build trust and credibility. Newsflash, when the lead's generated, they don't know who you are, most likely, unless it came from your website. But most likely there's not like and trust, right? So that's where the mindset has to shift. And when we have that shift, what we're going to start doing is looking at our processes very differently. Okay. And so what the action step is today is what I want you to do is I want you to pick a niche, whether it's Google PPC, whether it's Facebook leads, whether it's your Zillow leads, or maybe it's expireds. And what I want you to do is I want you to develop a campaign and go back and revive those leads. I like doing this at 100 leads at a time if you have that capacity. If you don't, 50 leads, and then bring them back and get in the habit of doing this. So for example, let's just say that expireds are coming back. One very successful campaign that we've done before is we go back to old expireds that have gone off the market, that no one's talking to anymore, no one's nurturing anymore. And what we do is we reach out to them and we do a call campaign, a text campaign, an ad campaign, and we surround them, we carpet bomb them, a postcard campaign, and we bring them back, right? And that's a very successful campaign. I know one of my clients did this with ZBuyer. They took the prospecting leads that nobody's working, okay, and they just surrounded them with different channels of marketing, and then making sure that along the way they're filtering them into their A, B, and C lists. So they're filtering them in their A, B, and C lists, and making sure they're on follow-up campaigns. And they've turned these old leads that very few people are working into gold. It's become like gold mined for them. And so stop looking at the new leads as the best leads and start looking at it as one part of your sales acceleration blueprint, right? So if you heard me talk about the sales acceleration blueprint, it's your database first, then it's lead generation, then it's lead follow-up, and then it's social media and video marketing, and then it's hyper focusing on lead conversion, and then you having a great client experience, right? And then making sure as you're scaling and you get all this working, now it's time to attract more sales professionals, agent attraction, right? And making this system work together. That's what it's about, right? And so for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, true to form. I'm going to share with you what my team did today to execute against their marketing plan. Okay, this is what my team did today to execute against the marketing plan. And just to give you an idea, and I'm on a new set of software here, so I got to figure out how to share my screen. Okay, so what my team did today is got together, had an accountability meeting, and then split off after the accountability meeting and went to the sales and marketing playbook on our dashboard, looked at the calendar, looked at July 28th, and made sure that they did a post based on giving advice to the industry on what's happening with the industry. If you're a Ren 360 client, we've already got content made for you. Okay, you just got to use it. You can even put it on autopilot. You can use our software to set it up and automate it and send it out. You can go into the toolkit. So what we do is you go in and here's the marketing toolkit. So you look at the post, you go into this toolkit. I got to get in there in a different way. Just give me a second. Here's how simple this is. You go into your toolkit and you click on, once you're in the university, computer's running a little bit slow. This is the toolkit that we have made for our team already for the month. And then preview it. And folks, when you go to execute against this marketing plan, all right, it's all built out for you. So you literally just go to the day and then say, okay, great. I want to make sure that I'm executing. Here's all your tools. You have your listing domination toolkit. You got your home seller video templates. You got your postcard templates. We have a partnership with Breakthrough Broker for any additional templates you need, infographics. And then you just go down, if you want to get specific, you go down to the toolkit for July, and here's your social media content. Here's your graphics. Here's your newsletters. If you want to launch a Facebook paid ad through our software, it's all right here. Your blog post. We create all these materials for you. So if I want to just do today's post, I go to here. Here's the social media content. And then what I do is I just go down to that day, and I take that content for the day, has the hashtags already built in. I copy and paste and I post. And if you're with Ren 360 and you're using our software, you can actually pre-program this just to go out automatically. So that's the first thing that we do as part of the plan. Okay. I like to customize it because I like to do videos and put my own twist on it, but I have the idea here, so I don't have to think about it as much. Right. So then what we do is we go back to the dashboard. We go back to the playbook. And okay, we're going to make sure that we do our follow-up. And we are huge on making sure you're following up with text messages, picking a group of leads and texting them at once when they respond. Okay. Make sure follow up with the responses, keep your database organized in the process, and making sure that you're working your A, B, and C lists every single day effectively. And so that's really the direction for today. That's the action step. So the other things here is you look at your daily activities, making sure you're doing your social stories, and then trying to distribute that content over as many channels as possible. Okay. We recommend taking a 3-hour block. If you're doing this consistently, your income will skyrocket. Chrissy Young, I don't know if you're watching this, but she's one of our clients and she's been doing this and following this plan consistently. And she just started really getting good at it over the past like 20 days or so. Folks, she landed an additional $4.2 million in listing inventory on leads that were sitting in her database, not being followed up on because she started using this plan and being more consistent. Okay. So here's what I want you to get out of this training. Stop thinking of your old leads as junk leads. Stop signing up to lead generation programs thinking that the world's just going to fall into your lap. You have to build relationships. And then 2, take daily action on a marketing plan like this. So if you're committed, drop in the chat, say, I'm committed to following a sales and marketing plan and committed to my daily action steps. Drop that in the chat and say, I'm committed. Okay. I want to know who's committed that's listened to me, and then take that commitment seriously and act. I'm excited to see your results. I will be live tomorrow at the same time every day for another daily dose of sales and marketing. Leave comments, share this. with other people that need to hear this and see this, any way that I can help and serve the community, let me know. Then also too, if you are not yet a Ren 360 client, we just rolled out and bought this awesome company called Amarkai to help you do your multi-channel marketing all from one space. So check it out. We're offering a free trial with some awesome incentives. Go to the page and check that out. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Peace.